Hello everyone, so finally gonna be doing that reading that I promised in the personal reading. We're gonna ask, what is it that your person wants you to know? And by your person, I mean the person who's on your mind. So that could be your soulmate, that could be your twin flame, that could be your significant other, that could be your current boyfriend, that could be your ex, that could be your colleague. Anyone. Just have them in mind and pick one of them girls. Alright? So yeah, this is the first time I'm actually using my Monster High Uno card. I wanted to have 5 choices. Usually I have 4 items to choose from. This time I wanted 5 and I thought like, what do I have in that many numbers? And then I saw my Uno deck and I was like, yeah, I've been meaning to use them as a marker. So that's that. Alright, so let me introduce you to the girls. We have Draculaura, Operetta, Frankie, Stein, Clawdeen, Wolf. Oh, my awesome favorite. I have her, the gigantic version, her, the normal version, and also her little sister. And then lastly, we have Lagoona Blue. Alright, so whichever of the girls calls out to you, I don't care if it's their face, I don't care if it's their number, their color, or even the oracle cards that we have underneath. Whichever of it pulls you, go and watch that. Okay, I'll have the timestamps at the bottom in the description as usual, right? So before I start, let me just say how I'm gonna be doing this. So as you can see, we have the Moonology cards underneath that is pre-picked. So that's going to be the advice for you, and also my own my own advice cards that is also going to be advice for you. They are not going to be particularly messages from them, but advice for you in general in relations to your relationship with your person. And yeah, in the reading, I'll be pulling probably 6 tarot cards and we're gonna see how they read, and I'll see you there. Bye bye. So we're gonna start with pile number 1, which is Draculaura. Let's have the girls by the side. I hope it's not gonna be in the screen. No, okay. Alright, I think that will be good. Okay. Alright, welcome to those of you who chose pile number 1, which is Draculaura. D, always smiling, always happy, always cheerful little girl. Right. I'm not gonna be talking much into their personality because I really truly love the girls, but I wasn't really able to watch the series much. And it seems like now you can't even find the dolls anymore, and that's pretty sad. So yeah, let me introduce you to the decks that I'm gonna use. I probably should have done so in the beginning, but we're gonna be shuffling in. If you don't want to see the shuffle, you can skip. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna get 2 cards from each deck and we're gonna see what they say. Alright, so usually my cards, they flip pretty fast. So the first one is my Paulina deck. That was bad. Okay, so let's see what we have for you. Pile number 1, those of you who chose Draculaura. What is it that your person wants you to know? Wow, right off the bat. Okay, can you actually see? Yeah, that's good. So next we're gonna use my cat tarot. What is it that your person wants you to hear? Okay, so I read reversals as well, but don't worry about reversals. They tell the story and sometimes they're needed. So it's alright. We'll get through. The only time I don't read reversals is usually when we have a oracle card and the backing is not reversible. But in the case of the Moonology deck, even though it's reversible, I do not read it in reverse either. Alright, and lastly, let me introduce to you to my newest deck. It's my Book of Shadows Volume 2, So Below. It is awesome and beautiful. So 2 cards for what your person wants you to know. Alright, one more card. Oh, that was quick. Nice. Okay, so we have ample space on the side. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we're gonna be looking at these cards in the very end. So let us pull first. So Draculaura pile, your message from your person. Queen of Swords in reverse. So this speaks of someone who is quite nasty with their words. They care, but in a quite sulky way, they're kind of shooting at you. And it seems that from this, what it's trying to get at is that their words are harsh because they feel hurt. They feel as though they are they're hurt emotionally. Something has made them upset, and it's quite a defensive way that they're talking to you. Alright, let's see the next card. 8 of Cups in reverse. They feel as though they need to walk away from something, perhaps walking away from you, perhaps walking away from an addiction. That's the first time I got that, but that might be a message for someone. However, they're having a hard time doing this. They're having a very hard time trying to walk away from the thing that they should. And kind of like how this man is trying to walk in this direction, it shows that they are trying to come your way. They're trying to leave something and come your way, but they can't. Right now, they can't. And given this Queen of Swords energy in reverse, you can kind of see that it is because they're still hurting. And it's probably for the best that they can't get to you right now. The Hermit. Alright, so with the Hermit card, it seems to say that as though this person, they decided as... Oh, if I do say he, I apologize. Some of you might be dealing with a female, some of you might be dealing with a non-binary, some of you might be dealing with whomever, right? So just take it as your person, or take it in the reverse, because energies are always... No, but this is supposed to be for you. Alright, so yeah, take it how it resonates. Whether your person is of any gender. I will slip up, but I try to say they. So your person seems as though they need time for themselves. Like, look at how scared the cat is in the bag. Cats, usually they feel safest in a space where they can control their surrounding. Okay, someone has said this before in a video that I watched where a person was swapping their cat and dogs. And their friend told them that dogs are attached to people, but cats are attached to places. So that is why for cats, where they are is the most important part. If you remove them to somewhere that they're not used to, even though they know you, they're going to be hella scared and they're going to find the smallest corner they can get into. So this is the feeling of your person. They are trying to sort of like cocoon themselves because they're still hurt and they're still scared of something. And I feel like this is the right thing for them to do. It is the space that you need to give them to be able to do this, because they're in survival mode right now. That's why they're shooting off words and they're hiding themselves. Okay, so next, for those who chose Draculaura, 8 of Wands in reverse. Blockages. If you haven't heard anything from this person, I don't think you'll be hearing from them anytime soon. Even if they want to say something to you, they can't get their words right. They can't compose the message well enough to say what they want to say, because I don't believe they even know what they want to say at this moment. Because they're going inside. They're still trying to heal. They're still trying to find what it is that they need to aim for, what it is that they want to do. Alright, so the last two cards. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Their life is quite in shambles. I don't like saying that word so much, but yeah, it seems as though their career, their family life, their personal, financial, for most parts, everything around them seems to be falling apart. They seem as though they cannot handle anything right now. I really don't know why. We probably can clarify in a bit. But yeah, I can see how, if they're having trouble monetarily, perhaps even with their family members, if they're having trouble with the things that is directly affecting them, I can see why they might not have the constitution, right? The mental capacity to involve themselves with yet another person. So my eyes keep getting drawn again to the Hermit, to the cat in the back. Compared to everything else, my eyes keep focusing on this. So it is quite seeing as though your person is withdrawing because he needs to. He needs this time for himself. He needs to get everything in balance. He needs to get everything steady, because if he can't even handle his own life, he's not going to be able to handle anyone else. It doesn't matter if you wish to help them. It doesn't matter if you wish to donate or whatever, to give to them, to be the place for them to stand on, because they need to be their own standing space right now. Otherwise, it will be an equal give and take. They will feel a lot more in debt to you. Perhaps they already feel indebted to you. And piling on the debt is not going to solve the problem, because they need to handle their life in their own manner. Especially for masculine people, they really feel their value comes from their ability to control, to provide. So they need to do this for themselves. At the end of it, what they choose to do with their life is going to be a whole other story. But for now, they need themselves to be there for them. And they're searching for it within the shopping bag. Okay, and let's see the last card for you. The Sun. That is amazing. You know, I like how both these cards, they look almost the same, right? The general energy of it is just people having a gathering, just happily with each other. Picnic, not picnic, or maybe potluck, but yeah, food all around. And it seems like this is what they want. They truly wish to be happy. They truly wish to be fulfilled in their life. They truly wish the sun would rise again for them. But to be able to do that, they need to do it by themselves. They need to do it by themselves. Okay, so we're gonna just do very simple clarification for each cards with my Chinese tarot. Okay, because if we try to clarify everything the way I usually do, this is probably going to be a 3-hour reading with all 5. But yeah, let's have a look. With the Queen of Swords, why are they feeling so hurt? Why are they feeling so hurt? Why are they being snappy? Why are they being mean when they're talking to you or to anyone else? Why are they having this bitchy attitude? Right. Okay. So, clarifying the Queen of Swords in reverse for those who chose Draculaura. Too many. Fine, too. So, they have some sort of an obsession that is chaining them down. However, they are trying to get rid of it. They understand this. They understand that they are clinging. They've been clinging onto something, right? And perhaps that fact is actually so embarrassing to them, and that's why they become defensive. However, the devil is in reverse. They are trying to work on it because they do realize where this snappiness is coming from. And then the Page of Pentacles. They're gonna have to start small. If they need to communicate with anyone, if they need to offer anyone anything, it's gonna be very short, very simple, and this is something that they've taken onto themselves. They perhaps will not speak to anyone at too much length about what they're going through. Like, if someone says, so how was your day? Well, stuff as usual. My car kind of broke down, and yeah, don't worry about it. That kind of thing. They might, say something, but they don't really want to elaborate on it. Is what I'm feeling with the Page of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. And then, for the 8 of Cups in reverse, we got the 9 of Pentacles. This is regarding their self-fulfillment. Their self-fulfillment. There is something that they're clinging onto because they feel like it gives them value. However, oh, what is this? The star. No, the sun in reverse. However, they know that their happiness does not lie there. It feels as though some sort of an ego pull, right? They're clinging onto something because it makes them feel good. It makes as though, like, it's kind of like someone hanging on to a job that they don't really like. It gives them stability. It makes them feel powerful. However, at the end of every day, they just feel as though they hate themselves. They hate the people around them. And it's just not happy. So this is something that they're trying to let go of. But they can't. Because it gives them stability. It's perhaps the only thing in their life that they feel as though they have a clue on. But yet it doesn't make them happy. They need to leave that thing if they truly want to find their happiness. Because I feel like it's exacerbating the hermit mode. So 3 of Pentacles, it seems as though they are working with themselves. Okay, I wanted to say working with someone, but the words working with themselves is coming out pretty loud. Let's just see one more. Or perhaps, oh, Queen of, what is this? This is the Page of Cups. So yeah, they're starting small with how they're discovering themselves. Perhaps it's overwhelming to them because they know that they have a devil inside of them that they need to overcome. So not everyone can go cold turkey when they're trying to recover from something. And this is something we need to understand. It's even for people who are kleptomaniacs. They know they shouldn't be stealing. However, impulses in them is very strong. So, you can't go cold turkey. Not everyone can go cold turkey. And this is for them. They do understand. They're starting to work with themselves, perhaps working with people around them, trying to manage how they react and so, but they are starting small, very small. They're sort of like exposing themselves little by little because that is what they are comfortable with. Again, it's kind of the same with the Page of Pentacles I'm seeing. So what about the 8 of Wands in reverse? Let's clarify the 8 of Wands in reverse. Oh, nice. Judgment in reverse. They can't come clean. They can't complain. They can't say what it is that they need to say. They know that they're being shady. They probably ghosted you, right? But it is what it is, because right now they can't handle it. And the wheel in reverse. They need to get moving, but they're stagnant. They're super stagnant. I'm kind of feeling a Knight of Pentacles kind of feel right now, though. I mean, that card is coming to my mind. So it's kind of saying that he is trying, but slowly. Slowly. Alright, so let's see the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Honestly, I wanted to just get one clarifier for each cards, but seems like we're doing two now. We are doing two now. So he needs strength. While everything is crumbling around him, he needs to have strength to persevere. But he does feel as though he keeps missing the chance. He keeps missing the chance to fix his life. And this is very troubling to him. It's making him feel kind of like rubbed the wrong way. It's like he's getting impatient, but he needs to have that patience. The strength card there shows that he does have the strength to pull through. But that doesn't stop from him feeling terrible. But trust in him, though. Trust in him. We have the sun card in the bottom. So I feel that is their goal. And at least he has that. Right? You could be in Eight of Swords kind of feeling and feel as though there is no way you can get out. But he has his goal in his head. He knows where he wants to be. He wants to be happy with everyone. So, come on, clarifying. Ten of Wands. He needs to let go of a lot of burden. A lot of things that's burdening him. And Four of Pentacles. Okay, from what I'm feeling here is though, he needs to learn what to let go and what to hold on to. Okay, he already has a lot on his plate that things are falling apart. Like, he needs to learn. He needs to figure out what he can hold on to and what he needs to let go. And this is his journey. Okay, this is what he's trying to do. So Draculaura, what is your oracle cards? The energy is gaining momentum. I like this. So this seems to say that it's telling you not to worry about them, because it's like the strength card. Okay, the pages, the devil in reverse. Okay, even though they're stagnant here, like I said, I feel the card Knight of Pentacles. So they are slowly, but they are growing, right? So this is something that you need to believe in them, is what the card is saying. And then a new romantic cycle begins. I like that. I like that. And I like how both of these are purple cards, and that kind of talks about intuition, right? So it seems as though perhaps they still really have some emotions to you. They really have some emotions for you. However, you're gonna have to let them do this first. You're gonna have to let them learn and get there by themselves. But do believe that they are getting there. Okay? And once they're there, then they can start something with you. And the last one we have is, how do you express your feelings? So this card kind of speaks about, well, it's asking you to look into yourselves. So when you communicate with this person, how is it exactly that you speak to them? How is it exactly that you show that you care? What is it that you give them, and what is it that you don't tell them? So this is something that you need to figure out within you. Perhaps with not only towards them, but towards everyone around you as well. Because, you know, we don't only interact with one person. How we interact with one person usually is colored by how we interact with everyone else. So try to look into that. Alright, so those of you who chose Draculaura, this is your reading. Alright, so I'm gonna move to the next deck. If this resonates with you, please give it a like and a thumbs up. Well, it's the same thing. Alright, and also if you have not subscribed, do subscribe. I would be very happy to have you around. I'll try to do more readings every week. And also if you have any idea what you want to me do readings for, you can definitely let me know in the comment. Okay, so take care, Draculaura pal. Bye bye. Hello to those of you who chose pile number 2, Operetta. So we're gonna start with your reading. So before I begin, I've already casino shuffled all these piles, all these decks at least twice. Alright, so we're gonna start shuffling from there. First we have my Paulina tarot, and then the cat tarot, and lastly the Book of Shadows. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get 2 cards each, and then lastly we're gonna clarify with my tiny little trusty Chinese tarot deck. Alright, so those who chose Operetta, what is it that their person wants them to know? What is it that their person wants them to know? Oh. What is it that their person wants them to know? Nice. I like when big cards come out to play. Okay, so what is it that their person wants them to know? Sweet. Next, we have a... oh well. Don't know why it keeps slipping. But yeah. Next we have the cat tarot. Oh, immediately. I like how the cards are starting to shuffle out quickly like this, because it used to take me ages with the cat tarot, but I've been using it a lot when I do free readings on our distance socializing. And lastly, alright, this is my new deck. I love it so much. Okay, so there we go. We have all the cards. So we'll see what everything says, and then we're gonna clarify them one by one. Okay? Yikes, I'm gonna put my leg up here. Okay, so there we go. So those who chose Operetta, this is what your person wants you to know. Right? Yikes. The Wheel of Fortune. There's a new beginning. There is a new start coming, either for you or for them, but definitely it involves them. I like how what I'm feeling is this is very positive. This is something very happy and very joyful. They're actually quite happy about this new beginning that is coming. It doesn't feel like it's overwhelming. It doesn't feel as though they're forced, but this is a natural conclusion that they're coming to, and they're gonna start something new, something big. You see how everyone down there, they kind of look like they're having a party. Even with all the pikes and the flowers, it looks like a very joyous situation, and that's what they feel right now. Next we have the Queen of Pentacles. It seems as though they are getting really steady. They feel as though they are quite in abundance. They have what they need, and they feel as though they have enough to give to the person that they love. And this is very beautiful. I really like this. It does. The difference between Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles is that the king rules when the queen cares. So with the Queen of Pentacles coming out, it shows they could be feminine, they could be a masculine with feminine energy, but what this really shows to me is that they really want to love someone and give them all that they need. And if that person is you, they do wish to give to you. Whatever it is, they're in the mood to provide. And they feel as though they're in the good place to do that. So next, what do we have? Strength. it seems as though they might have been going through some troubled times. However, they have pulled through. They have pulled through. It took a lot for them, but they won in the end. A very huge 6 of Wands feel from me right now. And overall, oh my god, so far, I like how very positive these cards are going. Now, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So it looks like they're just biding their time for something right now. If they are not with you, perhaps they're waiting for something to be able to come towards you. If you've heard from them lately, I feel like that is the Wheel of Fortune. That is them trying to start something. But still, there is certain things that they're waiting for right now. They're waiting for something to bear fruit. Something that they've put a lot of effort in. The very thing that's making them feel like they're in a good place right now. Perhaps an investment, perhaps a business venture, perhaps a new position, right? Getting a raise. What else do we have? 10 of Wands. It seems as though they are very, very tired. They've done all that they can, and that is why right now they're just waiting, because they've done all that they can. And it's like this lady coming back home, right? It's all after a very good day's work, and they hope that from here on things will be a cruise. They hope that from here on there's not going to be any obstacles. Right now, the only thing they need is to wait. And 7 of Chalices. So with the 7 of Chalices, it's trying to tell me that they used to think as though they had so many choices. I feel what I'm feeling here is that they felt as though they had so many goals to go for. It's like so many things they wanted to do in their life. However, with the 7 of Chalices in reverse, it feels as though they have actually, not to say accomplished all of them, but they perhaps have gone through each one and finally able to determine what is that one true thing that they need to do left. That one true thing that they need to do left. It's kind of like their actual goal, their final goal. They understand now. They know this now. This is why they're in such a happy and such a content place. Right? It feels like they're getting relieved. But don't misunderstand though. It took a lot for them. It took a lot for them to get in this wonderful place. Okay, so let us clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune for those who chose Operetta. 7 of Wands. Okay, they've been hanging on to something. They've been hanging on to something for a very long time. And that perseverance is what helped them to come true. It's what helped them to get to this new beginning. This very awesome celebratory place. I can't speak, I apologize. So they've learned to let go of something. And also they've learned to let go of self-limiting beliefs. They might have been someone who used to think like they can't do it, right? Or perhaps people were telling them this before, but they persevered and they let go of this fear. And this is why they can get this new start, this new wheel turning. And I think that is wonderful. Alright, so let's see the Queen of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you want to spin? It's clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. Page of Cups. So they do feel like they're getting stability right now. However, when they do approach the person that they want to care for, they're gonna start small because they know they have a lot to give. They have a lot to give. They have a lot of care, a lot of love, a lot of everything to give. But they're gonna be careful when they give it. So they're gonna start small. So if you're in love with a billionaire and they come to you and like offering you a can of Coke, that is kind of the sense that I'm getting here. Then Hangman. Okay, so what this Hangman is saying is that they seem as though the way that they're gonna try to approach is different from how they've done before. If there's someone who used to come up to you and have a sort of catchphrase, right? They're not gonna do that anymore. Because perhaps if you guys are in separation, that means they understand whatever they've done before, it doesn't really work, at least not for long term. So there's going to be some changes in them when they come to you. What about strength? What about strength? What is this? High Priestess. So they held on with their intuition. Oh dear. Give me a second. I need to go get that. I swear one of these days I'm gonna lose a card under my bed. Hierophant. Marriage card? A lot of people like to say that it's a marriage card. To me, however, when I look at the Hierophant, what I see most is structure. Someone who is wise, someone who does things the way that they should. Okay, someone who is a bit more traditional. So it seems like when he persevered, he kept to his intuition, and that kind of guided him in how he should do things. And that has made him feel as though he's become wise, a lot wiser from that experience, is what this is telling. So the burden that he's overcome, the obstacles he's overcome, they've actually helped him to grow a lot. Let's see the Seven of Pentacles. Oh man, can you guys give me a second? My knee is hurting so badly. Yeah, I should probably be pausing, but never mind. Just give me a moment as I put my... Ow. Alright, okay, so let's do this again. Now it's the other leg that is in pain. Okay, so let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, 2 immediately. Page of Pentacles in reverse, and also the Three of Cups. I see. So what is this kind of telling me with the Seven of Pentacles, the card of waiting? It seems they're trying to wait for an auspicious time to actually make their move. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, what I'm kind of getting is that they are ready to give. However, there is a sense of not immaturity, but rather they are a bit hesitant because they're not sure if they're going to do things the right way. Again, like I said, when they come in, they're probably going to act a bit differently. They're going to give to you differently from how they used to. So with the Page of Pentacles, it seems as though they want to try that new thing, but they're hesitating. Perhaps with this Three of Cups, they're waiting for when people can get together, right? Where they do not have to face you one-on-one. Kind of like in a party setting, right? Say when people are able to get together, they perhaps want to wait until then because they're kind of a bit worried, scared kind of thing. Right? If it doesn't work out, at least they can run off and hide in the crowd, is what I'm feeling right now, and that's very funny. Okay, so let's see the Ten of Wands. What about the Ten of Wands? Oh, Three of Pentacles in reverse. So what this shows me is that they had to do it all by themselves. They had to do it all by themselves, and this is why there's the Ten of Wands, because they were very tired from their efforts, because they had no one else that they can rely on except for themselves. And in truth, you know, I think that is very commendable. It's not that they don't want to work with anyone, but they understand that this is something they had to do on their own, because this is their responsibility. And now that it's done, they can go home. They can go home and wait for the results in the morning, kind of thing. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. So all this hard work, it is for them to bring their life into stability, to bring abundance to them. And I believe, like I said, with the World card, with the Queen of Coins, no, not the World, it's the Wheel, right? Give me a second. The Wheel, right? So with these two cards, it's telling me that they're there. They've gotten there. They've gotten their stability in life. Okay, so let's have a clarifier or two for the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, clarifying the Seven of Cups. No, you want to fall, you fall. Don't play coy with me, cards. Seven of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, let me have one more. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so what this is saying to me is that in their journey, right? Oh, my apologies. Give me a second. Alright, so in their journey, part of what made them so exhausted, part of what makes them realize that it was their own thing that they needed to do, is all this illusions, all these extra options that they were trying out, that they were distracted by. It tore them apart. It ripped at their self-confidence. It made them feel as though that they are not enough, as if they can't sustain themselves, right? So it was a really, really terrible time. And I believe what they really want you to know is that they did not get where they are right now by chance, or even by relying on other people. It is all them. Their distractions tore them apart. But they, through perseverance, using their own intuition, working on themselves and working super hard, they're able to get into this good place. This good place where they finally feel that they can give to you. Alright? And I think that is very, very beautiful. That is a very beautiful message for you, those of you who picked pile number 2, Operetta. So we're gonna see what is your cards now. Hold your vision. Whatever dream that you have, Operetta, just like them, hold on to it. Seven of Wands. If you are able to believe, to work for it, to work on it, then your dreams will come true. A personal issue reaches resolution, right? So if what this is telling me is that pretty soon. I apologize for that if you can hear it. That's probably my brother. Okay, so if you, I believe has to do with them coming up to you to resolve the issue between the two of you so that he could make you an offer. It sounds as though it will come soon, and I really hope it does. For you, for them, okay, for whoever this resonates with. And lastly, when people are sick, they'll even reject their favorite food. So what I'm getting with this is for you to reflect back on the past, on what had happened before. You might have felt hurt by something that they did because, you see, previously they had a lot of choices, right? So you might feel sidelined by them. But that was an illness that they had. They felt as though they had to go chasing after things. And perhaps between the two of you, there could have been some kind of a rift. And they rejected you because, you know, it's not that they don't like you, but they weren't feeling very well in that situation. So to speak as though, say if you had a terrible flu, a terrible fever, your head is just spinning. Even if people put a burger in front of you, you're probably just going to stare at it as the blandest thing in the world. Like, why are you putting this in front of me? I can't enjoy this, right? So this is the kind of thing that happen to people sometimes. The reason why they reject things that they truly like. Because in that moment, they can't enjoy it. Because they're sick with something else. They're troubled over something else. Okay? So I keep staring at the Operetta card as if I'm staring at you guys. So I hope whoever who chooses the Operetta card is resonating with this. I hope this makes sense to you. Alright, so this is your message. If it resonates with you, please do give this video a like. I would appreciate it very much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. I'll try to do more readings per week. And also, if you have anything that you feel like you want me to do a reading for, just put it in the comments, okay? Because I can't really read for myself. That's a secret I'm gonna tell you. So what I do is that I do this pick a cards, and when I've forgotten about it, I'll pick one and read and listen, because it has worked before. I listen to my own readings sometimes, and it works. So yeah, take care, Operetta pal, and good luck. Bye-bye. So welcome to those who chose pile number 3, Frankie Stein of the Monster Girls. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get 2 cards each from each of this deck. First is the Paulina Tarot deck, the Cat Tarot, and lastly my new Book of Shadows Volume 2, so below tarot cards, alright? And then we're going to clarify them using my Chinese tarot cards. I have pre-shuffled, Casino shuffled this, so we're just gonna go on to the normal shuffling now. Okay, so for the pile Frankenstein, for those who chose Frankenstein, what is it that their person want them to know? Okay, what is it that their person wants them to know? Wow, well this card tried to come out and then I put it back in. Now it's out again, so it's definitely something that they want you to know. Let me see. I guess it's okay. It's slightly out. Next is the Cat Tarot. So what do they want you to know? That is quick. And lastly, what is it that Frankenstein's person want them to know? Oh, should I take this too? Let's see. I think this two will go here, and this will go here. Lucky you, you have an extra card. But I don't mind, because you only have one Moonology card. It works out how it works out. Okay, So let us have a look. Those of you who chose the Frankie Stein card. Give me 1 second just to make sure. All right. So let's have a look at your first card. Oh, give me a second. Well, I keep getting distracted. Not quite distracted, more like called away. So yeah, let's have a look at your first card. Those of you who picked Frankie Stein. Don't know. I kept feeling anxious. Okay. Three of Swords in reverse. If it's not my favorite recovery card. So yeah, looks like what they want to tell you is that they are healing. They're healing right now. Whatever it was that broke their heart, that hurt them so badly, they are actually getting over it. And that's a good start. And Two of Wands. It seems like now that they're getting better, they are ready to make some sort of a choice. Yeah. That's the sound I always get when I look at this card. He just goes like, yeah. I can't stand his mustache. Yeah. So it looks like he's also starting to let go of things. He is like he has learned. No, I'm sorry. They have learned to become a lot more relaxed, a lot less controlling. It feels as though they've learned to let go a bit, release control, and that is very good. However, Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel as though this is something that they recognize. They do recognize that they're still unable to go towards you. And as much as they want to say something, they are not quite able to. Because you see how the Knight of Swords is facing away from this card here, which technically represents us. So yeah, so far it looks like he's getting better. He's healing, and he's quite ready to make a choice. He's starting to let go of things, not try to be so controlling anymore. But yet he's not ready to speak. He's not ready to come towards you. Well, let's have a look at this card, though, the one that fell together. Two of Cups, nice, and the Seven of Wands. So what this two is telling me is that he is still, however, hanging on to the idea of offering their love to you. I'm sorry, I keep saying he. I do hope that if some of you are dealing with someone who is like female or someone who's non-binary, do understand that I don't mean to. It just came out. I try to say they as much as I can. So I apologize. Take it how it fits you, okay? Because this is from the person who you are thinking about. If it resonates with you, whatever gender they are, that's how you should take it, okay? And lastly, strength. Okay, so with the strength being upright, it also kind of echoes this perseverance in the Seven of Wands. It feels to me that they need a bit more strength. They need a bit more strength, a bit more time. But they're confident, just like how this lady, she looks very aged, but yet she's running strong. She's confident in herself. It's just that they feel as though they need a bit more time, a bit more strength on their side to approach you, is what I'm feeling. Especially how the Knight of Swords is looking towards the strength card. and away from you. So let us clarify. Let us clarify the Three of Swords in reverse for those who chose Frankenstein. What is it that their person want them to know? What is it that their person want them to know? What is it that their person want them to know? Oh, Fool. Taking a leap of faith. And also overcoming sense of abandonment. So this is his healing journey. He knows that he's getting better. He's starting to realize that perhaps before this he placed his hope in something that was, well, not to say misplaced, but to me how the Five of Pentacles work is when you expect to be helped by someone and that person did not come true. And the truth is, actual help is elsewhere. And with the Five of Coins, he is realizing this. They are realizing this, that whatever that they're trying to get, they understand that they were hoping for it in a different place, when where they should actually have looked is within themselves, is what I'm getting. It's kind of like how some people, they want others to love them when they can't love themselves, to fill that gap in their heart. Sure, that's nice, but that is not quite healthy. They need to fill it on their own. And with the Fool, honestly, with the Fool card, what I'm feeling is a sense of self. Rather than leaping into the unknown, I feel as though more of the core of the number 0. And I just realized Frankie Stein is also number 0 over here. It's... oh, and you know what? Frankie actually kind of embodies the Fool card. Because, let me check back. I believe, yeah, she was made, right? Frankenstein, she was made, and in the story she wants to experience everything new, and she basically, it's like a newborn baby. And you can see the Fool card over here, and I like how it's basically looking towards Frankie, and Frankie is also technically facing the Fool card. Oh, but yeah, I feel like this healing has started to put them into a better place. They're starting to understand you more, and they're starting to want to come towards you. However, not yet. Not yet. I like that. Wow. Okay, let's move on to the Two of Wands then. Let's move on to the Two of Wands, clarifying the Two of Wands for those who choose Frankie Sun. Clarifying the Two of Wands. Ooh. Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning, a new start. But with the aces though, for me, it is something that is brought about by the universe, not brought about by person. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So it looks like with the choices that he has to make, one of them is a clean slate, a new beginning. Kind of like the Fool kind of feel. And I like how it's just like basically 0, 1, 5, 6, right? And 3, 2. Oh, okay. So what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, a sense of unequal give and take. And this is what he has to choose between. Either starting anew or pretending nothing has happened, but then there is no change. I think what this is saying is that there's a choice he needs to make, which he hopes will bring a new beginning for him or for the both of you. But he's really a little lost on it, because he knows that if he chooses wrongly, it's going to come back to how it was before, which is unbalanced. And I think this is why he's not ready to move towards you yet. Alright. Now let's have a look at the Four of Cups in reverse. Why did I actually saw it as a Four of Pentacles. Why did I do that? So Four of Cups is not wanting to reject things anymore. I guess that in a sense is also kind of a controlling behavior, right? Wanting to determine what you let into your life and what you don't want to let into your life. So with it in reverse, it's basically them letting go and like giving way to the universe to do their thing. Okay, so what we got is Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Let me get one more. Let me get one more card for the Four of Cups in reverse for those who chose Frankie Stein. What is it that their person want them to know? Let's clarify. Four of Cups in reverse. Wow, it really doesn't want to come out. Come on, can I just have one more clue as to why the Ten of Cups in the reverse, perhaps? There we go. Emperor. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that they understand that their behavior previously, when they were rejecting things, when they were rejecting your connection, it didn't bring them happiness. I see all these coin cards are in reverse, and it's a bit troubling. I suppose they realized that that behavior wasn't helping them at all. It didn't help them grow. It didn't help them be happy, right? Controlling what comes into their life and what stays out. It didn't help them at all. And now that they've learned to let go, to accept things as they are, to accept things that come into their life, they're able to be more in control of themselves. It's like they don't feel as insecure anymore as the Emperor. So they're coming into their own power, which is really great, especially given how they are healing from the heartbreak and also, you know, wanting to take a leap of faith. Going into Emperor mode is very, very helpful. So let's clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. They are waiting. They're not ready yet to come and talk to you. However, in due time. In due time. It seems as though they are waiting for something to bear fruit first. They're waiting to see the result of certain thing before they go to you. Tower in reverse. They are expecting big changes. I believe that perhaps a part of them is still resisting this change. But they know it's coming. They are expecting it to come in. And I feel with this letting go, this tower is soon going to come. It's gonna mess them up a bit, but they'll come out better for it. So let's clarify 7 of Wands and 2 of Cups. Him still holding on to the connection between you. Let's clarify. 10 of Wands. Feel very burdened and juggling. Wow. So it feels as though, although he's still holding on to your relationship, to what you two have, he does have his hands full right now. And I'm feeling this is together with the Waiting card and the Knight of Swords in reverse. It is still on his mind. You're still on his mind. No matter what he's doing, no matter what he's juggling, no matter how much he has in his daily work, you're still there at the back of his mind. And let us see the Strength card. Let us clarify the Strength card. I'm kind of thankful that the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Cups came out together. If only one of them came out, who knows how I would have read it, right? Eight of Pentacles, working hard, and Strength. The Strength card is clarifying the Strength card. So when that happens, usually to me, it means it is what it is. It is what I said it is. So he's working hard at it. This thing that he's waiting to come in. Facing the tower that is impending. He needs strength. But you don't have to worry about him, because he's working on it. He's working on himself. Still healing, or almost done healing. But he's still not ready yet. Give him time. Okay? So this is my reading for you, for those who chose Frankie Stein. Let us have a look at your cards. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So with this, I'm feeling this card. The Ace of Pentacles. And how, like, what did I say about this? Him wanting to come towards you, right? Right now, he's still not ready yet. But once he's ready, he will come charging right at you. Your light helps me travel through the darkness towards you. So this card, besides the obvious that says that you are the light to them, and that's why they still hold on to the idea of the two of you very much. What it also means is that for you yourself, okay, for you yourself, you need to realize or understand that your light is not only your own. You inspire other people, and especially this person. Even if there has been some harsh words between the two of you, even if there has been things that did not quite work out, there is still certain aspects of you that they look up to. That, see, as they're healing, their fool is facing you. Okay, so you are going to be guiding them. You're going to be the sun to their Fool card. And I think you need to trust in them and let them come to you. Just give them time. Okay, so that is your reading for those of you who chose Frankie Stein. If this resonates with you, feel free to comment down below and let me know, and also to like the video. It'll help me very much. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, do subscribe. And if you have any idea of what other reading you would like me to try do, tell me as well in the comments below. I would love to hear. Okay? So take care. Those of you who chose Frankie, Stein, Poetry. See you again. Bye bye. Alright, so it's the turn of the pile number 4. Sorry, I got confused because you wrote number 3 over there. So for those of you who picked Clawdeen Wolf, pile number 4, welcome. We're gonna be doing your reading now. And okay, let me introduce you to my deck. We're gonna be using the Paulina Tarot, the Cat Tarot, as well as my new deck, Book of Shadows Volume 2, So Below. So what we're gonna do is, oh, and also my Chinese tarot, the cute little student tarot. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pick 2 cards from each tarot deck to kind of tell the story of what is it that your person wants you to know. So again, your person can be anyone. It's the person on your mind. It could be your ex, it could be your boss, it could be your soulmate, it could be your childhood friend, it could be your parents. Maybe. If that's what is pulling you here, who knows? Alright, so take it, adjust it as how it resonates. The main message is what I'm gonna be explaining to you in a second. So let us begin. Let us begin for pile number 4, Clawdeen Wolf. Right. I've casino shuffled each of the deck at least twice. So if you're worried about me not shuffling it properly, that's okay. I have. You have to trust me. Alright. So Clawdeen Wolf deck. What is it that their person want them to know? What is it that the person want them to know? So the Cat Tarot. What is it that the person who pile number 4 is thinking about want them to know? The cards come up quite quickly this time around, and I'm pretty happy because otherwise it will take a while. I've been wondering if I should shuffle the cards on screen or pre-shuffle them. I like shuffling on screen because sometimes when I pre-shuffle, I put it aside for far too long before I do the reading, and I end up reshuffling anyway. But you know, sometimes it takes far too long. Cool, so we have all of them now. Did not disappoint. So let us look. Pile number 4, for those of you who picked Clawdeen Wolf, this is your reading. So for the first card, we have Page of Cups in reverse. Alright, so what I'm getting with this, what am I getting with the Page of Cups in reverse is that they wish to give you a message. Like how the page is looking directly to Clawdeen. They want to give you a message. They want to say something. They want to offer their heart towards you. However, it is in the reverse. And they are not yet ready. Not sure why. They're either holding themselves back or they are being held back. Because I'm seeing the snake here that is entangling it. So this could be an external energy. I don't always like to think about third party, but that kind of popped in my head. So it could be someone. It could be a parent. It could be a friend of theirs. It could be their other love interest who is holding them back. But it could also be work. It could be the current situation wherein perhaps they do not have enough money to come towards you, or they do not have the means to come towards you. So if you know that a third party exists, it could be that. If you're not sure if a third party exists or not, it may not be that. because it's just a tiny tinge on the edge of my thoughts, right? So yeah, any third party things in my reading, take it with a pinch of salt, because I don't believe in third party readings. I don't believe in getting in the way of people who are not yet done with each other. That is for them to do it. Okay, so let's see the next one. Four of Pentacles. Okay, however, they are learning to let go. They are learning to not keep to themselves so much. They're hoping to open up, and I think that is the Page of Cups. They are hoping to open up. That is their intention. That is what they want to be giving to you. But still, there are obstacles here. They're not ready yet. So what does the Cat Tarot say? Oh, this is... What is this? I'm sorry, I think this is a 9. Yep, this is a 9 of Swords in reverse. So they were frightened. They were fully frightened before. There was something that was just stopping them, physically scaring them. But now they're getting over it. The fearful thoughts, it's no longer... Oh, I kind of notice how it's 9 because this cat is missing a claw. And what I'm feeling is that that fear comes from them losing something that felt like a part of them. And that's why they were frightened. But now they're overcoming that. They're coming to terms with the fact that the thing that they lost is not gonna return, and they're becoming okay with it. They're no longer letting that trauma dictate how they're gonna live. And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. So they use, it seems like this thing that made them fearful, it was from their past. It was from their past. It was from their childhood. And they are getting over it. They're no longer letting themselves get stuck in the past. And this is I'm seeing this as a mother cat. So it perhaps could have had something to do with a female figure in their past. Perhaps their mother figure. A bit of a childhood trauma there. Okay, so let's see the next card. Two of Wands in reverse. They are still unable to make some sort of decision. I think this is also the reason why they're not able to come towards you. So what I'm seeing here, they are thinking intently about it. They do know that they have a decision to be making. They have the tools. Okay, you can see that she has her dagger, her wand, her 2 salamanders, and her orb. So everything is in place for them to make a choice. However, they just can't. There's something that they are still thinking very intently. And I think they wish to get clarity before they actually make a decision. And with the last card, Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's echoing the same thing. Letting go. Like here, what I said was that they don't want to hold their heart too close to themselves anymore. For this one, what I'm feeling, what they're doing over here, I don't quite agree with it. But what I'm thinking is that they are wondering if it's okay for them to not make the decision and just let things fall as how they will fall, which is actually not a very good thing to do at all. I know people say let things go and let it be up to fate, right? However, I always believe that people should always make some sort of an effort if they have a goal in mind. Like, you can't say, I want to buy a car and not do anything about it. You have to work for the money. And same as in relationships as well. Or like, not even speaking about love relationship, right? Say about friendship. If you want to get along with some people and you're just like, well, we'll see how it goes. If we're friends, we're friends. If we're not, we're not. Then what's the difference between you and them and a complete stranger? There must always be intention, and intention must always be followed by some sort of an effort. So in this case, it really strongly is what I was feeling is they are wondering if it's okay for them to just not do anything about this decision. Because as it is, they don't know how to choose anyway. And that's really, that is really making me a bit upset. I know I say upset, but when I say upset, what I mean is that I have things that I want to say regarding this, right? It's not that I feel angry with people or anything, no. People will choose and people will do what they choose to do. It is their right, but if I don't think it's proper, I will say that it's not proper. So I don't always. This is something that I've just decided to do about since last week, I think. Because someone mentioned on Reddit that whenever a decision card comes up, like the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, okay? Something that shows a choice between two. Their friend advised them to always pull two cards to see where each decision leads. So I'm gonna do that for the Two of Wands over here first before we start clarifying. So what is the two options for the Two of Wands? I think this is probably going to be the clarification for the Two of Wands, but we'll see how it goes. What is the first choice? To move towards someone and to actively move towards someone and offer their cup of love. So what is this other choice? What is the other choice? To just take what they have right now. To not bother about the future, just maintain things as they are. I guess, isn't that kind of like, they want some sort of a change, but they don't know how to go about it. Okay, so let us start clarifying then. We'll start clarifying the Page of Cups. For what is it that the person wants those who chose Clawdeen want to know? Well, what they want those who chose Clawdeen to know. Page of Cups in reverse. Six of Swords. They are trying to get over some very, very hurtful situation, some very hurtful fight. Then perhaps the Page of Cups is actually them wanting to give an apology. Perhaps that is what they want to offer to you, an apology, but it is stuck. It is stuck. Why is it stuck? Can we get one more clarification for the Page of Cups? It's not coming up. It's really not wanting to come up. Alright, so I'm gonna try. I will shuffle it one more time and then we'll see. Give me a second. Oh god, that did not work. Give me a second. So apparently the cards come out pretty easily, but when it comes to clarifying, it's a bit hard. That kind of seems to be the trend though. I was having a bit trouble with pile number 3 as well to clarify a few cards. So give me something about the Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. What is it that they want? Those who chose Clawdeen Wolf. It's not coming out. It's not coming out, guys. Oh, finally. They want to approach love. They have so much love to give. So much care. They care so much. And they just want to make it up. They don't want to fight no more. But they're stuck. Okay, so let us clarify then the Four of Pentacles. I guess it's kind of like how the cards were not wanting to come out because they just don't know what to say. Like, I'm sorry, and there's nothing really that they can say about what they did. They know they did wrong, but they don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. And obviously they understand that things had been very, very bad between the two of you, that sorry just shouldn't be cutting it enough. They need to say something more and they don't know what. But they do care. They care so much. They care a lot about this. Okay, so let us see the Four of Pentacles. See, that came out a lot easier. Page of Swords in reverse. Let's get one more. Two more, fine. Ten of Swords in reverse. They're getting over the pain in their heart. They were tortured. They were tortured before. Perhaps by you, perhaps by something else, perhaps by you and something else. Everything coming together was just far too much for them. That they were very defensive. They were very defensive with how they spoke to you. But now they're letting it go. Now they're taking control of their life, of how they are doing it. More like, you know how by letting go you have more control over yourself? Do you understand what I mean? It's kind of like how, okay, maybe not control over yourself, but it's like they're starting to trust themselves enough to let go, to let what will be. Que sera is what I'm getting in my head. It's kind of a sense where they want to be vulnerable. They want to allow things to affect them. And they are gaining confidence in themselves that they will be able to handle whatever it is that will come their way from this vulnerability. What is it that is going to reciprocate them or not? So they're coming into the Emperor energy. They're becoming wiser as well. So Nine of Swords. Let us see Nine of Swords in reverse for what they want you to know. Nine of Swords in reverse. Hierophant. I was just saying they were getting wiser. Pile number 3 as well. They got Hierophant to clarify the same position, except it came second. But yeah, they're getting wiser, overcoming this fear. I know the Hierophant card also signifies marriage, so if some of you might have marriage coming, but again, they are getting wiser. However, they're not wise enough, or rather they feel as though they're not wise enough to head to you. There's still a lot of blockage. They're healing, they're getting better, but there are still blockages. Page of Cups in reverse, Chariot in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse. But they are getting better, know that. Ten of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, letting go, healing, Six of Swords. But they still need time, is what I'm hearing. They still need time. Let's clarify the Six of Cups in reverse then. What is it about their past that they're letting go? Libra, Justice. So they're coming to terms with themselves. It's kind of like how I'm thinking is they're speaking their truth with themselves. It's like they're facing the part of them that they are always scared of, that they were always keeping hidden behind. Perhaps the them that they thought they had killed away. They're letting that part of them come out instead of locked in the past. And they're facing themselves. The Eight of Pentacles came out in reverse, however. What I'm kind of feeling with this is it's not that they don't want to work on it, but rather it's getting in the way of them working on themselves. So that is why they realized that they had to face their past for them to be able to really work on themselves. I just want to get one more card for the Six of Cups in reverse. Let's get one more cup for the Six of Cups in reverse. For what this person wants to know. More letting go. So yeah, they used to reject the idea of facing their past. They didn't want to face their past at all, but it was really they felt as though they were fine with, you know, just killing off whoever they were and just, you know, moving forward in life. Like, I don't have to look at the past is dead to me. However, that just got in the way with their growth. It's like no matter how many times they kept killing the past, no matter how many times they kept shutting off the past, they still are not able to get better. Okay, because the Eight of Pentacles mean doing the same thing again and again in hopes of refining your skill, but that's not happening. No matter how many times they did it, they never got better at it. They still kept repeating the same mistakes, and it pisses them off. And then they realized that they had to face who they were, what they were, as a result of their past. And this Four of Cups in reverse is them no longer turning their nose towards that. And with that, they're able to get justice for themselves. They're able to confront themselves and get the truth that they need to hear from their past. What I'm strongly hearing, right, is perhaps a child version of them crying and asking them, why did you leave me? So I think I can still clarify the Two of Wands. So we know what they're trying to choose between moving towards someone and offering their love, or just focusing on the now, not looking about the future, not thinking about the future, not thinking about who I'm gonna get married with, not thinking about who I'm gonna die with, no, just thinking about the now. But let's clarify that. Let's clarify the Two of Wands in reverse. Let's clarify the Two of Wands in reverse in what the person wants pile number 3 to know. Four of Wands, marriage, and Three of Swords, heartbreak. Well, okay, I kind of like how the both of them seem to be, you know, they have their eyes covered, though that is actually for everyone around here in this deck. Everyone, you don't really see their eyes, but it's like she has a shawl around her. So what I'm feeling is that they are not entirely sure whether what they choose will bring happiness or more heartache. They can't tell. They want to choose. They have to choose, but which one will make them happy? Which one will hurt them further? They truly can't tell. And this is the cause of the stagnancy. This is the cause of the Page of Cups in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. So let us clarify the second Four of Pentacles then. There's so much letting go. I'm actually quite happy that the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles are in reverse, because it's better to have them in the reverse. And the Four of Wands, which is actually a good energy, is in the upright. What is left? Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Four of Swords. That's the only thing we don't have here. So let us have a look. Let us clarify the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. They want happiness. They really, really want happiness. They just don't want to deal with this anymore. Can I just be happy is what I'm thinking. They're thinking like, maybe I should just do my work and, like, you know, not care about this. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna do my work until I get so much money that I really don't have to care anymore whether I live with someone or not. Or rather, I'll think about it then. King of Pentacles in reverse. And it's yeah, and insecurity about their financial status. So that's what you're thinking, like, you know, maybe instead of this I should just think about my work, because I'm not where I want to be yet anyway. Who cares if I get married now or later? That is I still have so much to say about this, but that is my own opinion. But this is the energy that I'm getting. This is the energy that I'm getting. They don't want to apologize. They don't want to offer love. However, they're so scared. They don't know, if I choose this, will I be happy or will I be further hurt? Can I just let the world choose for me? And in the meantime, I just want to do my work and get more money, and whatever happens in the future is gonna happen. But that is not the way. That is not right. There is a choice that they need to make, and even though they are confused, it takes two to tango. That is all I have to say. It takes two to tango. And it also takes two to distress. What have you done to this person that they are so frightened? You might need to look at that as well. So, Clawdeen Wolf pile. Let's see what is your oracle card messages. Adjustments are required. You may, like I said, you may need to have a look at how you deal with them. How you have dealt with them. A fiery climax approaches. I don't entirely like that, but I like the fact that at least after this climax, things will start to pace down. Okay, things will start to be calmer. But a fiery climax means when they approach you, the both of you might be biting at each other. Because Clawdeen doesn't like annoying people. She's caring, but if you don't trust her, she'll get upset. Like, why do you not trust me? It's like, you see, it's just red fire. So adjustments are required. I think you have to try and think about that. Before this person comes for you, make sure that you are in a situation where you can calmly handle them. Because if neither one of you take action to de-escalate, it's not gonna be pretty. You guys might pull through, but one of you will have to learn to de-escalate. And right now you're getting the message. So I hope you can find somewhere in your heart to try and be as patient as you can with this person and try to make the move to de-escalate. If you don't know how to, Google it. How to de-escalate. Because honestly, I don't think it will be their intention to blow up. Because they do feel for you. They have so much love. My God. They just want things to go well. They don't want to cling on to the past anymore. They don't want to be defensive anymore. They don't want to hurt anymore. So be mindful at how the both of you communicate with each other. Okay? Living in two separate realities, if they don't see it, you can't be their eyes for them. Let me tell you about these two cards. So living in two separate realities, you can see how their legs are not even aligned with each other. These two people, they have two very different viewpoints, two very different sides, two very different goals. What one person says goes through some distorted filter and arrives to the other person's ear in manners that they probably did not intend to, is what this card means. Again, adjustments are required. If they don't see it, you can't be their eyes for them. So for this one talks about how people need to grow on their own. You can't help people grow. The same way that you cannot help a plant grow. You can give them water, you can give them soil, fertilizer, but in the end, the plant itself needs to pull in everything, need to pull in the nutrient from the soil on their own. You can't help the plant eat. They need to see it for themselves. But that does mean one of you need to be aware of this. And you need to guide the other to understand this. Again, de-escalate. De-escalate. You can't see for them, but you can undo their blindfold. But you need to be patient, because people who are angry would not want you to touch them even if you're trying to undo their blindfold. You need to be gentle. You need to be kind, and you need to understand. I feel like this is very important. Okay, so pile number 4, those of you who chose Clawdeen. I don't mean to talk meanly to you guys or anything, so I apologize if I sound very, very aggressive. Okay, but I do feel as though this is a very important message for you. If this resonates with you, I wish you all the best. I know it is difficult to deal with people, especially with someone who seems to be overcoming their fear and who seems to be healing, but they still have some thing that they can't let up. They do want to, though. They do want to let go of everything. They just want to let go so bad. It's just that this one choice that they need to make, and they're stuck there. And if you really want things to work, you need to put on a lot of effort. You're dealing with someone who is still recovering. If you yourself are still recovering and you can't be responsible for how you speak, for how you interact, it might not be time yet to communicate with them. And if they have not reached out to you, that is probably the best. Because once they reach out to you, that is when your next test will be. Okay? So again, those of you who chose Clawdeen Wolf, I wish you guys the best of luck. I wish you guys all the patience in the world, all the de-escalation power, everything. I hope everything turns out the best for you. Okay, if this resonates with you, please give me a like. You can comment down below and let me know. If you have other things that you wish for me to try and do a reading or pick a card for, you can try asking down below as well. I might consider it, because sometimes I am looking for ideas on what actually to make a pick a card for. I usually do them for self-growth, but I do believe that, you know, sometimes things like this is important too, because we are growing as a result of our interaction with other people. So knowing what someone else thinks or want to say can also be important for our growth. Alright, so that's it from me. Take care. Bye bye. Welcome to you guys who chose Lagoona Blue, pile number 5. This is honestly the second time I'm doing your reading. The first reading kind of got cut through halfway and I was rambling on for 15 minutes without it being recorded. And when I realized, I was so exhausted. And I figured, like, well, I guess this is not what they want to tell you anymore. So, we're gonna start new. Alright, so let me introduce you to my decks again. We have the Paulina Tarot, the Cat Tarot, and also my new deck, Book of Shadows Volume 2, so below. And then we also have my little Chinese Tarot, my trusty little, my trusty little clarifier. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get 2 cards each to build up the story of what is it that they want you to know, what is it that your person want you to know, and after we've gone through all 6, we'll clarify them one by one. So let us get started. Again, gender doesn't matter. I will be saying they. However, if I slip up, I do apologize. Take it as how it should resonate for you. Okay, so I do this with the intention of it being a message from the person you are thinking about, your person. It could be your ex, it could be a soulmate, it could be your twin flame, it could be your colleague, if that works out. It's just someone who is on your mind, and perhaps you're worrying about them. So I've shuffled all of the decks, actually. I've done casino shuffling for all of the decks at least twice. I think most of them was like 4 or 5 times. So I'm just gonna shuffle this first one. So we already have our first message. Okay. Let's have a look. What is it that your person wants you to know? Lagoona Blue Pal, what is it that your person wants you to know? Oh, right. It's 2 cards. Next is the Cat Tarot. What is it that your person wants you to know? What is it? I like how the cards come out pretty fast for this reading. Really makes me happy. Okay. Because it means that I don't have to wait so long and worry that I'm taking out video time. Okay, so we're basically done. So Lagoona Blue Pal, pile number 5. Let us see what is it that your person wants you to know. So the first card, the Devil. Okay, this is my card because it's the Capricorn and I'm a Capricorn. So with the Devil here, what it's telling me is that they are still hung up, not quite hung up. They still have some obsessions that they need to work on. So in this case, it's saying as though if you're waiting for them to be ready, with the Devil, it doesn't seem like they are. Because they're still very obsessed over something. And being the Devil card, that is usually a very it doesn't bring much good. Okay, it's not a helpful obsession. It kind of gets in the way. Then we have the Tower. Stagnant energy. They know that things have to happen. They know that changes need to happen, but they can't bring themselves to accept it yet. They are delaying what they need to change. And I kind of like how it's basically the card after the Tower. It's like 15 and 16. I mean, it's the card after the Devil. 15 and 16. And with it being in a mirror like this, it's telling me that the Tower has to do with this obsession that they need to work on, that they need to get rid on. But they're just too comfortable in it. It's like, look at the Devil. He's staring so lovingly at the lady, and the lady is so confident, right? She's not showing her face, she's not showing her true self, but she is feeling very in herself, which gives me the feeling of very comfortable. And that is how they feel. They feel comfortable in their filth. Ew. But yeah, in their obsession, that thing that is not good for them. And thus they're delaying whatever change that they need to make in their life to actually improve. So let us see the next card. 2 of Swords. So they know that they need to make a choice soon. This choice, they will be having to make it blindly. And since I've made up my mind to pick 2 cards whenever a choice card comes out, which so far is the 2 of Wands and also the 2 of Swords, I'm gonna do just that. Okay, so we're gonna have 1 card to say what is the first option. What is the first option for this sword? 6 of Pentacles, equal give and take. A relationship that is really stable, or rather a connection. It's like an agreement of sorts, something that is equal and not turbulent is what I'm getting. And the next one we have is the Ace of Wands, something that really ignites their passion. So this is the 2 that they need to choose from. I'm starting to feel like this has something to do with the devil as well, because it's where they feel comfortable with. So either stay where they are, where things are a lot calmer, or go for something that truly spark their fire, truly spark their joy, something that make them feel all the rush in the world. This is the two things that they know that they need to choose between: the calm waters or the high. Well, either or could have to do with the devil. We'll see more when we clarify later. Next, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So the Queen of Wands is actually someone who is very confident in themselves, someone who has the self-belief that they need. It's like they know who they are, they know what they're worth, and the way they love you is by being truly themselves. It is a very wonderful energy, but with it being the reverse, it's kind of telling me that right now they are not quite able to be there. They do feel a bit of insecurity, and this is why they are indulging in their it's like a sundae. It's not healthy, but it makes them feel good. If they keep eating it forever, they're gonna get diabetes. But for now, that is their comfort zone. And this is why they're not giving up the devil yet. So let's just see the next card. 1. You see how this is an Ace of Wands here? They're both Ace of Wands. So it seems like what they truly want. It really is mirroring that way to me. How the comfort zone is the devil, and the Ace of Wands, the spark of fashion, is exactly what it is. Something very exciting. Something that they watch from afar and think like, wow, I want that kind of life. But can I afford it? Can I do it? What if that's not who I am? Is the kind of feeling that I'm getting. And this is why they're sticking with the devil. They're sticking with what they know, with what they're used to. It could be a third party, it could be drugs, something that they're indulging in that makes them kind of like how weed can make you feel calm and just not have any trouble. Whereas this Ace of Wands, this fire, they know that it's going to be leading them places, and they're not sure if they're ready for that. But the Tower is here. The Tower in reverse. So that means there is changes that need to happen for this person to become their better self, or for this person to actually move forward in life. The Tower needs to happen. And lastly, 7 of Wands. They are holding on. I'm not quite sure what is it that they are holding on to. Usually when I see the 7 of Wands, it makes me feel as though they're holding on to hope. They are holding on to something that they know is going to lead them to the better. But okay, now I'm pulled to her chart. You see how she's presenting a graph of sorts that is in a very terrible downward spiral. It's like a downward trend. So what this lady is doing, she's basically trying to show people things as they are, and it's not quite a defensive feel, rather than knowing where they stand. And like, this is not her fault perhaps that the sales or the numbers has dropped. It is what it is what I'm getting here. And with this, what I'm summarizing is that the fact that they are still stuck in the devil is they recognize this. They recognize that this is bad, that they're gonna have to do something for the numbers to go back up, because when it hits down low, you're just not going to be able to come back up again. Well, you will always be able to come back up, but there's gonna be a lot of scrapping away and beginning anew, and not being able to salvage as much as if you start working on things early on. It's kind of like how when your teeth has decayed so much, like no amount of filling is going to help. You're just going to have to throw it out and be okay with it not being there anymore. So this is what I'm getting with the Seven of Wands. They know that they are being a bit stubborn, but this is their way of keeping themselves feeling safe. But they're aware. They're aware where the numbers are going. They're aware that changes is going to have to happen soon. And right now, it's just a matter of them figuring out why, how. It's like coming up with an action plan. That is what they can't do yet. But you know, action plan will have to start to be thought of right after the presentation. In fact, it should have been thought of before presenting. But now, by hook or by crook, the news is out to everyone. They all have to take responsibility. They can't kind of like think as though, well, it's not too bad. No. They're getting the clues. They're getting the message. This is bad. This is going nowhere. I know I'm comfortable here just reporting, but if I don't do anything, I'm gonna have to face shit. So what this is feeling. Okay, so let us clarify with the devil. Clarifying the devil. No, they're not able to come true. They're not able to speak their truth. So this is justice in the reverse. They're not able to truly face, right? They're not able to truly face and stab their devil in the face. But they're hopeful. They're hopeful. They recognize this now. It's just a matter of, again, having an action plan. But you see, it's the 9 of Wands, not the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is when you can't take on anymore. This is the 9. They know there is a path. They just have to go for it. So the Tower in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. It feels as though being vulnerable, being able to offer their love, offer their heart unconditionally, is part of what is blocking them to get this change. It might not even just be towards you. It could be towards anyone in their life. They're just not able to show up emotionally. And 7 of Pentacles, it seems as though they are waiting. They are it's like that hopeful card. This one is waiting for things to bear fruit. So perhaps they are starting very small, they are starting very slowly, or they are perhaps waiting for that sweet moment when they feel like they can start. However, that is usually an illusion. If you're waiting without putting in the effort, that is kind of like lying to yourself. It's like, oh, I want to buy a car. First, I'm gonna have to wait until my first car dies off or so. I'm not really gonna save money for it, but you know, I'm gonna wait until I get money. It's that kind of feel, which doesn't work. They need to get moving. Alright, so let's clarify a bit more for the 2 of Swords. The choices that they have to make, and they have to make it in the blind. They don't really know what can happen. They don't really know what is the best choice. They're gonna have to trust their guts. That is usually the Two of Swords. By hook or by crook, they have to slash, and they don't know which way. They're gonna have to use their intuition a lot. So what do we have? Page of Cups. There's a bit of an immature feeling about them not wanting to choose yet. It's like they feel, they really feel like they're not ready. They're not ready. And kind of like, why are you making me choose? I'm like, it doesn't make me feel good. Like, give me more time. Hit the snooze button. Right? That's what I'm getting with the Page of Cups there. Let's just see if we can get one more card for the Page of Cups. So one more card for the page, for the Two of Swords in reverse. There we go. Four of Cups. They are not wanting to face it right now. They're turning their nose up. If you're waiting on this person, it's gonna be a while, because they need to get over this themselves first. So let's clarify the Queen of Wands in reverse. What about the Queen of Wands in reverse? Now I'm getting anxiety in case like the video stops again. It should be okay though. Page of Pentacles in reverse. They feel as though they can't offer anything. They feel as though they have nothing to their name. And even if they try to offer, what they're feeling right now is like it's gonna be too embarrassing and it's gonna get rejected. It's kind of like someone who just lost their house is coming up to you and say, hey, you wanna spend a night somewhere? When they don't have a house, but they want to be with you. You know, it's like even they don't feel like what they have to offer has any real backing. They want to be with me forever, but yet every day they feel as though they could just die. That's morbid, but you know what I mean. They don't see a future for themselves, yet they want a future for you, with you. And that is not good. That will go into very heavy dependency mode. Codependency, right? I've been trying to look for that word for a while. Okay, the Moon in reverse. They need to gain clarity. They need to gain some answers, and I feel like the answers is going to be in themselves, because this has to do with their own feelings of self-worth. There are things being masked from him, but he has the power to uncover them. As I said, well, I didn't say this before, but I'm feeling Hermit energy from this Moon card in reverse. Let's just see if I can get one more card. If it doesn't pop out, it doesn't pop out. One more card for Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles in reverse. They really feel like their finance is unstable. They have nothing on them to offer to you. Okay, so let us clarify the Ace of Wands then. What is this Ace of Wands that has popped up? What is this Ace of Wands that has popped up? What is this? This is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so there's this passionate thing that they see, but they're so unsure if it's worthy of them, if it's okay for them to have it. Is it okay for me to go for this thing that makes me so excited? I'm so envious. I'm seeing it from far, but can I? Should I? Right? So they're feeling really, really unconfident about this energetic beginning, about this just new, flaming, fiery start that they're just looking at it from far and thinking, is it okay for me? I truly wish I could go there. See how she's clasping her hand in prayer. She truly wants it. But they can't. They have a lot of things that they need to face, starting with their devil. So let's have another card for the Ace of Wands. One more card for the Ace of Wands. Oh man, it's too many. One more card for the Ace of Wands, please. One more card for the Ace of Wands. Na 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 na. King of Cups in reverse. So much court cards in reverse. We have the first. Well, not even the first, right? What do we have first? Yeah, we first have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And then when clarifying, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And then we had the Page of Cups in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. And then we had again the Queen of Wands in reverse. And now we have the King of Cups in reverse. Everything that they feel about themselves is just bad. This person emotionally, mentally, they are in a really lacking place. And this is why they feel, if the devil makes me feel grounded, then the devil it has to be. But they do know though, it's not gonna go anywhere but down. But again, this is a struggle that they need to come by themselves. They need to go through this themselves, because you can't wake anyone up. They will just hit the snooze button and wave you off and go back to sleep, because they're either not done sleeping, only their body knows that, or yeah, they just can't deal with waking up yet. However, they need to. They have to. Okay, so let us clarify then the Seven of Wands. Oh, wow. Nine of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands. Finally, a court card that is upright. So the realization, right? The realization that things are going to go downhill. They are starting very small, with a little flame in their heart, trying to go for that healing. And where they've decided to begin is by healing the fear inside of them. I want one more card. I want one more card for the Seven of Wands. One more card for the Seven of Wands. Okay, let me just shuffle it one more time. So, I know sometimes I use so many cards, but occasionally it makes me wonder if I need to use 2 decks to clarify like this. But that's too many decks. Balance. Balance is what they need to get to first. Okay, how I'm seeing this is that they found that small spark within them. It's really tiny. It's the tiniest one, and it is not an offer to anyone. No, this is within themselves, discovering themselves. That little spark of fire that says, maybe I should quit smoking, you know? that kind of thing. Wanting to take action towards something within them that will improve themselves. This is what the Page of Wands is speaking to me. And again, what they've decided that they want to begin with is dealing with the fear, the thing that gave them all of this insecurity. With this Two of Pentacles, I know I said balance, right? But it's usually about juggling. So when I'm thinking about balancing with the Two of Pentacles, what I'm feeling is that right now, in truth, although they feel as though they are lacking so much, lacking in their life, but at least their pace in life right now is not all in shambles. If they have a job, at least they're managing their job. If they need to have food on the table, at least that is being provided, you know, bare minimum, because this is one of their choices, which is staying where they are, where the ground is just flat and balanced. So they're realizing that if they want to change, now is quite a good time to start doing it, because they have other things in their life that is currently in balance. They don't have to fear that they're gonna lose their job or anything, because it's okay on that front. So they can start working on themselves, is what I'm feeling with the Page of Pentacles. So the biggest difference that I see from this reading compared to the other four before, quite a number of the ones before, what I'm remembering is that those people have already halfway or finishing up their healing, their recovery. But for this person, they're just only beginning. They're just only beginning. And see, Lagoona Blue is someone who is well, she's a water creature, right? And she is most comfortable in her water element. And the 8 is kind of like the symbol of infinity, things flowing and going without any obstacles in between it. So what I want to point out here is that you need to understand where this person is coming from, because for the longest time the devil is their element, and now they need to get out of it. They need to tear away from it to build up their confidence outside of this codependency. And they need to make their surrounding into the new environment that they can feel comfortable in. Alright, so this is the message from your person, Lagoona Blue Pal. So let us just have a look at your oracle card. What advice do we have for you? So the first one, meditate and contemplate. A Pisces, right? Fishes are in the water, in their element. Lagoona Blue, water creature. This person, deeply immersed in their devil state. And yeah, they need to take it slow. They're starting small, but they are taking it slow. They are realizing what they need to do. However, their pace, it's just like these fishes, they will need to swim through it in the path of least resistance. And they can't go cold turkey. They need to go slow, meditate and contemplate. And new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. They need This what they are fearing is their lack of self-confidence, because they have been depending on the devil for far too long. And Nine of Swords in reverse. They know they need to begin there. Get over their fears and regain their confidence. So with these two cards, what I'm feeling is that this is not quite telling you to meditate and contemplate and work through your fears, though it could as well be yours if you are having some sort of mirroring with this person. However, they coming out like this is kind of telling you you need to understand this is what they need to go through. Green, the heart. Purple, intuition. So it's everything is inside. Everything is within. Be patient with others. What did I just say? Be patient with others. They need their time. They need their pace. They need to go through it. How they are comfortable with it. And the last one we have is, it's up to you. Time to choose. This again, it is perhaps about them, because we do have the Two of Swords. You know, it doesn't matter that you can't read what is on the signage. Doesn't matter. You're at the fork of the road. The only way you can go is either left or right. Because if you turn back, then what the hell have you been walking around for? And if this is for you, what I'm feeling is that while you are being patient with this person, you too can't just stand at the crossroad and wait for them. No. You need to trust in yourself and choose your own path and believe that they will come through that path as well. If you want to leave a marker on the road, go ahead. But you too need to walk forward. If there's somewhere you need to go there. You can't be stagnant as well, because it's time to choose. Okay, so this is your message, pile number 5, Lagoona Blue. This reading is, it actually is somewhat similar to the reading that was scrapped. The cards are different. But what was similar is that they are realizing, and they are just only beginning their healing process, is what is similar between the two. So I believe that these cards are actually able to say it a lot more clearly. And perhaps that is why the first reading has to be scrapped. So yeah, this wonderful, beautiful reading. Okay, you might think this is stressful because this person is just only starting his journey. You might have been waiting for ages. But this is truly beautiful because they are coming to the realization and they are actually starting to work on it. So don't worry. Be patient. Move on with your life as well. If you need to leave them a clue as to where you're heading, go ahead. But right now, they need their time to be in their element, to slowly swim towards a better shore, better waters, right? Calmer waters. Okay, so yeah, if this resonates with you, please give this video a like. I would much appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. I'll try to do more readings more often. And if you have any ideas about what reading you want to hear, let me know down below. I might consider it, yeah? Because I usually do readings about self-growth, self-improvement. But sometimes we do need to know about other people as well, because our growth, our life is very much intricately woven together with the choice of others. Okay, so take care, pile number 5, Lagoona Blue pile. I hope I wish you guys all the best and good luck. Bye bye.